Well, I guess I just can't stop watching the news. Um, I've often thought if I kept watching the news, I would just be so depressed. I would just go ahead and die because it just keeps getting worse. Now, I'm just an armchair news reader, and I don't know whether the Hamas terrorist group, according to the Israeli Defense Force, is that's just all there is at this hospital. But the director has been arrested by IDF, and we don't know where he is now. But we know that the staff and a bunch of patients were told to leave the hospital. And according to this article, we're told segregated into men and women and told to strip. Um, and injured patients were apparently beaten. I'm hating the name of the Israeli Defense Force more and more because I don't know what kind of defense force beats injured patients. I guess if you're injured and you need to be beaten to make sure that you're not carrying a weapon that you can use on the IDF. I'm just guessing that doesn't make sense to me. I don't know what the hell's going on over there. But I tell you what, Netanyahu, the reputation of the IDF in Gaza is not too good from my vantage point. I would think that either this article from CNN is correct and that your guys are beating their guys even when they're injured patients and working in a hospital, or they made it up and you need to somehow or another find some way to take care of your reputation. I I'm just I'm appalled. I just I don't know. I can't relate to this war. Uh, there there's people over there who are getting bombed and then raped and then told to strip and we'll take you to this place where you can get to the other hospital and we just leave you here at this roundabout. Oh, and walk south from here. See ya. There's just I don't know. This guy doesn't look like much of a threat. I just don't understand bombing hospitals. I really don't. Took some military vehicles and left us at Abu Sharek roundabout. From there, they told us to walk south. Hmm. Yeah. Um, they were forced to use the water from a dialysis machine to try to put some fires out in the hospital. Unfortunately, this water was mixed with chlorine and other substances, resulting in burns on their hands and faces. Added one, Adding one patient died in the fire. The IDF said that there was a small fire in an empty building inside the hospital that is under control. Adding it's unaware of allegations that the fire was caused by IDF gunfire. Really? I mean, just a random fire started, huh? It added that its troops are operating in the area of the hospital and not inside of it. Have you got track of all of them, I suppose? You know, bullets go through windows and things. I don't guess you need me to tell you that. Uh, I don't know. This whole thing just stinks. When will it end? Israel versus Gaza. Is it still a religious war? Is it still the Israelis versus the Canaanites? Y'all need to put that old book down and quit this, y'all. It's just you need to find something better to do. I don't know how else to tell you. This this whole holy war thing that's going on. It's just not working. It's my understanding is a 2,000-year-old war. Some have said it's a 4,000-year-old war. It's not much of a lie. I haven't heard of a better reason, and the reason I've heard was, killing God's enemies. That's a crappy reason, for my opinion. Just what are the results, though? Are the results any different from the war in Ukraine? Putin is just seeming to fight a war for some power that I don't know why he thinks he needs. I've complained to other people that it seemed like to me Putin could just live a dandy life if he just quit the war But then these other people told me, well, if he quits the war, they'll just kill him. I don't know. He seems to be good at killing his enemies. Seems like to me he'd still be just kick back and drinking vodka if he quit the war. Any complainants would be accidental death by airplane or something like that, right? Why would they think Putin's going to get it? I don't know. So, I mean, it's not a holy war with Putin versus Ukraine, but apparently it is still a holy war between Netanyahu and Gaza. The results are same. You're killing people that, they're just humanity. It's bad. I just still feel like, though, that the holy war part is worse. Because what atrocity can you not commit in the name of God? If you're Putin, you could say, well, we're doing this to, I guess it is the same, really. I mean, Putin wants power to protect himself from Ukrainians, which didn't seem like they were doing anything until he poked the war. And apparently Netanyahu thinks that he's protecting Israel by killing everybody in Gaza. I mean, you could say at least Hamas did go and kill some folks at a festival. You can't say that about Ukraine. Ukraine was just pretty much sitting there until Putin decided to start shooting at them. So, yeah, it still seems worse to me in the Israeli Defense Force versus Gaza. I mean, will you have to kill every last non-Hamas Palestinian to take care of all of Hamas? Is that somehow justified? I just don't see it. Just like the pager explosions. Any way you look at that, to me, it's a war crime. I mean, you don't have the guts to fight face to face. You gotta hide your weapon in pagers and boom. That's just cowardice. I guess when all the wars are being fought by AI at the behest of some human who's pushed the button to say go, then we'll be isolated entirely from at least the leaders from fighting the war. I don't know. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like the AIs will be targeting the other AIs. You'll have AIs doing the shooting, but the targets are still the people. with the blood that they don't have anymore now that they've been shot. So, there's just no excuse in any circumstance to have this war like this. I don't know. I hope that you all folks who are Christians over here in the United States will have some influence on your folks over there in Israel who are instigating this genocide. I have heard that, just there's nothing that can't be done in the name of God, by, I've heard this at church, from a young age. And you can read it right in the Bible. There's a ton of genocide in the Bible. And this just seems to be the same kind of crap. But in the 21st century, so I don't know. I hate to be over here in the United States, just living surrounded by people who believe that you can just kill God's enemies. I mean, who's making the decision of who God's enemies are? That's the bad part. Some folks wrote down these folks and these folks and these folks and these folks and these folks are God's enemies in some Bronze Age book written by people who didn't even know that germs existed. And you were going to trust them to run your modern warfare system in the 21st century. Just keep doing it, I guess. Y'all don't realize how ridiculous it is. Anyway, I guess I'm going to have to start over because looks like my mic is not on. It was on. The light just went out. I don't know what the hell. Love you. Bye.